Hey guys, Leslie English here as always. If you want to know why I'm wearing this Princess Leia hair, you need to follow Boast to Gauze page and check me out there. Oh, I got these bags under my eyes and they're not even Chanel. I'm so upset. My son is going to give me a coronary before it's over with just being a teenager. Mom, can you go pick me up some football pants today? Oh yeah, by the way, can you bring them by the school? I need them before 4. Son, that's a little bit difficult. So let's talk about makeup real quick. We're going to use this palette here. I'm going to use 4 colors to show you a really neat look that can be used every single season. So I'm going to show you a picture real quick of how it's going to turn out. If you follow me on Facebook, you will see that photo. So I'm going to grab first one of my brushes here. And so I'm going to start with the color 27. Hold on. 37. No, 27. Gosh, these eyes are starting to fool me. Alright, so as always, I like to thump off the excess. I like to make sure there's no bristles coming out. And I am going to start in the outer corner and just kind of work my way all the way across. I'm going to be putting this in the crease line. And it's buildable, so I'm going to start out light. And go all the way across. So think of your eye as a window. So there's 4 panes here. I'm going to be focused more on the outer pane, and I'm just going to take it right across where the ledge would be. And if you can notice, I am packing it. That's what we call in the makeup world. And then I'll blend it into place. Sometimes I will pull my eyebrow up just to show you, like, because I don't have a deeper set, I have a hooded. And I want you to be able to see where I'm going. So I'm going all the way inward with this color. Notice with my eye closed, it's kind of like completely surrounds the eye. All right, so we're gonna do the other eye really quick. All right, so now that I have both colors on that eye, I'm gonna grab a different brush. It's a longer, thinner brush. You do not have to switch brushes. You honestly could just have a shadow cleaner, and I have one of those right here. As always, I get them on Amazon or anywhere you can find those. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean out my brush so I don't forget. And I'm going to grab this brush right here, and I'm going to go in for my lighter color, which is, yeah, thank you, number 26. So I'm going to take that color, and I'm going to go right below where I did the darker, and I'm going to go back and forth. And I'm going to kind of come on the inner part of my eye as well. And so for this part, it's like I'm doing the opposite. I'm going to start on the inside and make a little C. I like to go down even into this part of my eye. I'm going to pull it towards the middle. And as always, I am really focused on just setting it on the lid. So when you get to this step, you're going to see part 2, just like that. Sorry about my lighting. I have my studio lights on, but my big light cut out for battery. Okay, so next I'm going to use a color called Antique, which is number 19. It's very pretty. It's this nice copper shimmer. It works for anyone. These colors are all by Lime Life by Alcon. And I use their products primarily for my professional business. So I use a flatter brush for this part because I'm literally setting it in the middle. So like I feel like I made like a little basket, if you noticed. And so then I'm taking this color. I try to use terms that make sense and make it easy for you. I made a little basket, and then I'm taking this color and filling in the inside. So think about like an egg and where the yolk is. I am filling in the yolk of the sunny side up egg basically. And I'm going to completely cover that area. I'm going to grab back to one of those flimsy little thin brushes there, and I'm going to use the color called Cream Boat. It's a whiter color, and I am going to go ahead and get it completely on my brush. I'm going to tap it, See how that just kind of smokes up? I don't want that everywhere. I'm gonna go right under my brow softly, and this is a very nice matte color. Now I prime my eyes ahead of time with, today, a little bit of concealer and priming spray. And notice how this part I will just kind of dust on right there. I feel like it also, if you get a little bit on your brush and you get right under the brow, gives you a very sharp brow, especially if you haven't had time to like wax your eyebrows. It's great. You don't want to cover too much. See, I have a little mole right there, so I'm very careful how I cover it up. I take that same color and I'm going to go right here on the inner corner of my eyes on both sides. I'm going to drag that in just a little. It's going to lighten that color up slightly, so if you saw the picture it looked a little bit lighter, it's because of the next step that I'm going to show you. So I like to keep it bright, so I'll take a little bit on both fingers and just pat it over the eye. I want it to be very bright for this next step. Okay, so once I have that in, now's where you kind of go in and tweak. So I'm going to grab back my little brown brush, and I'm just going to kind of clean up and just place some extra color right here. And people say, oh, that looks a little dark. I'm going to take that same color on the brush here. I'm not going to use an eyeliner today. What I'm going to do is use this brown here, and I'm going to go under the lashes. And I went ahead and put mascara on to save some time. And I'm just dusting under my eyes. Now, if you noticed, I didn't go all the way across. I'm going to take it and I'll put it right where I would put a false lash. And I'm going to go halfway across again, but I'm going to kind of go more towards the middle. I'm not going to grab any color. And I'm just going to make sure to get it all the way across. All right, so that just kind of feathers it in. All right, so you remember that brush that I had at the beginning. So I've got to get all that dark out. So, got to get all this dark out of it. I'm going to take that cream boat whiter color there, tap it really well. I don't want much in there, just a tiny amount. And this is where I'm going to take it and I'm going to blend very softly over the entire eye. And I'm just making sure that all colors are matching and that nothing's gotten out of place. I like to use like a swirling motion for this part. So if you look at the difference, see that one's kind of not blended, but that one is. I just think it gives you that really clean, professional blend. And you do not have to be a pro to do it. That's the beauty of it. Some of us that do it are here to teach you. And the beauty of it is, like I tell you in every video, for those of you that don't know me, it's makeup and washes off. So you don't have to worry about that. All right, so I'm going to put my little hairs back down. What I like to do, and if you don't have any spray, you don't have to. I've got to where I like to set my eyeshadows so that they don't crease. I like to kind of take a dry brush and just pat it in place. You don't have to do this, but as your eyelids start to get little wrinkles in them, thanks to Mother Nature, it just keeps it in place. So that color there is, if you wanted to get more of a shimmer effect like it showed in my pictures, you can go back and grab that number 19 and just place it right in the middle. Don't place it anywhere else. So you get that look. So when you look down, you see that color. I hope this was very helpful. If not, let me know if you have any more questions. We can work on it one-on-one. I hope that you have the best day.